Welcome to C.Tube, where ancient Chinese strategy meets modern life. Through timeless tales of power, wisdom, and intrigue, we decode the art of decision-making, self-awareness, and navigating the complexities of career and life. Let history be your greatest teacher. In today's story, we journey back to the Tang Dynasty, where a cunning frontier general turned charm into a weapon, winning the emperor's heart while quietly plotting the empire's undoing. More than just a tale of courtly flattery and political theater. This is a story about how misplaced trust can blind even the wisest ruler, and why the most dangerous enemies are often the ones who make us laugh. Let's step into the moment and see what it reveals about us today. Part 1. Winning the emperor's favor. An Lushan was a man of both ferocity and cunning, skilled at reading the minds of those above him. Knowing that Emperor Shenzong of Tang indulged in pleasures, he scoured the land for exotic treasures to present as gifts. The emperor, fond of grand displays, was easily impressed. On one occasion, An hosted a lavish banquet, luring Hu leaders and their soldiers into his camp under the guise of camaraderie. Once they were drunk, he had them slaughtered, presenting their severed heads to the court as trophies of victory. After being appointed military governor of Pinlu, An soon gained control over Fanyan as well, placing immense power in his hands. When summoned to the capital, he spared no effort to ingratiate himself with the emperor. Short, stout, and weighing over 150 kilograms, his belly hung low before him. Amused by the sight, Emperor Shenzong once joked, "What does my loyal subject keep in such a large belly?" And replied with mock solemnity, "Nothing but a heart devoted to your majesty." The emperor was delighted. Part 2. Playing the part of the dutiful son. Emperor Shenzong's affection for An Lushan grew so great that he invited him to dine alongside his beloved consort Yan, and even urged her to adopt him as a godson. Though he was older than Yang Yuhuan herself, An dropped to his knees and addressed her as mother without hesitation. Eager to amuse her, he performed the exotic Hur world dance, sending her into fits of laughter. When his birthday came, consort Yan personally bathed him and dressed him in baby clothes. He played along, acting the part of an obedient child. Thereafter, whenever he entered the palace, he would greet the consort before the emperor. Amused, the emperor once asked, "You Hu people why greet the lady before me?" And quipped, "We Hu people know only our mothers, not our fathers." The emperor laughed heartily, rewarded him with a grand mansion in Chang'an, and granted him free access to the palace. Part 3. From loyal servant to rebel leader. But An Lushan was never content with being the Tang emperor's doted-on godson. He coveted the empire itself. While flattering the emperor and consort at every turn, he was secretly amassing troops and stockpiling horses. Visiting officials were met with lavish gifts of gold and silver, ensuring that they spoke well of him upon their return. Emperor Xiongzong, charmed and deceived, refused to believe warnings from upright ministers about An's ambitions. Finally, together with Shisemin, An raised an army under the pretense of eliminating the powerful chancellor Yang Guozhong. His march south ignited what would become the infamous An Lushan Rebellion, 8 years of turmoil that delivered a mortal blow to the Tang Dynasty. Now, let's break it down into the key takeaways you won't want to forget. In the game of power, flattery pierces through where 1,000 attacks cannot. Some warriors may cut down enemies with ease, yet crumble completely before a few well-placed compliments, proof that sweet words can rival the strength of armies. An Lushan, a Hu general of unremarkable appearance and questionable loyalties, was the perfect example. Even when court officials, including those with sharp political instincts, suspected him of plotting rebellion, Emperor Shenzong of Tang remained entranced by the web of charm spun around him. The emperor eventually realized that this powerful commander was a dangerous figure, but believed that coaxing and rewards could keep him in line. What he failed to grasp was that Anne's ambitions were never about being the pampered godson of the imperial consort. He wanted the throne itself. After all, with the dragon seat in sight, who would settle for pretending to be a son when they could become the father of the realm? An Lushan was an actor, without peer, a natural villain, who played the role of a loyal minister so convincingly that even an emperor was fooled. It was astonishing that someone as politically experienced as Shenzong could be taken in so completely. In both politics and business, flattery and mutual praise are everywhere, sometimes even exchanged back and forth like a performance. A civil official may hail a general as the reincarnation of a legendary hero. The general may, in turn, call the civil official the rebirth of a wise judge. In truth, they are neither. Such words are empty, driven only by hidden agendas. The lesson should be sobering. Emperor Shenzong paid dearly for his misplaced trust, nearly losing his empire. Yet, history shows that the same stage play repeats itself. Actors and audiences alike seem tireless, swapping roles without shame. Sometimes it's hard to tell who is watching and who is performing, until the curtain falls and we see the truth. It was all an act. And in this drama, either you are the one deceived, or you are the one who loses. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into history and insight, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that reveal the wisdom behind the ages.